Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. So Virgo, the messages that I put forth, they are general. Not everything will resonate. Just take what applies and leave the rest. The energy is also timeless. So whenever you happen to click on this video, that is when the messages could apply to your life, your situation the most. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, as well as Jupiter. Make sure to check your other placements. And let's tap in. I thank you so much for the continued support of this channel, Virgo. Today marks 5 years. I appreciate the positive energy. Give me some messages for Virgo. What's the message? Messages for Virgo. What is the energy? What would you like for Virgo to know at this time? What would you like for Virgo to know at this time? What is the energy, spirit? Okay. All right, Virgo. So I have walking away in the reverse for the number 27, 72, the number 9, the number 2 or 7 could be significant. I'm also getting the number 10. And I have the magician in the mirror. So Virgo, your energy, the number 8, 35, 53, 5 or 3 could be significant as well. Bottom of the deck, I have the garden in the gate. The number 3 definitely is relevant. We have it here twice. I feel like for some of you, you're taking back power. Whatever it is that you were hesitant on, whatever decision that you were holding back from making, you're finally doing so. I feel like this is you stepping outside of your comfort zone, or spirit is saying you need to. So let's go ahead and tap in further. Why is walking away in the reverse and the magician in the mirror here? Yeah, you are a powerful manifester, Virgo. You're very balanced. Temperance energy. You can have Sagittarius, highly aspected. You have a lot of self-control. Give me an energy for walking away in the reverse and the magician in the mirror. Why is this here? I have the 2 of Cups. I have the Hermit, heavy on your energy. And I have the 9 of Cups. So I feel like you are very happy. You're very content, or you're about to be, Virgo. Something has to do with a partnership, a union, something coming together. You may have been operating by fear, but you are releasing that. Why is the 2 of Cups here? What's the energy? Something's going to make you very satisfied. Yeah, you're letting your guard down when it comes to a person. Or the roles could be reversed. This masculine or feminine energy, they're letting their guard down when it comes to you. But this is a conscious decision here with this King of Swords energy. Tell me more about the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Why is the 9 of Wands in the reverse here for Virgo? The 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups could be significant. 99. The number 18 could be relevant as well. Give me an energy for the 9 of Wands. Yeah, 4 of Wands. So this is you finally giving into love, giving into a relationship, something that's going to be balanced, harmonious for you, very stable. Tell me more. Why is the 4 of Cups to the 9 of Wands in the reverse here? I feel like for some of you, you're moving in together. Tell me more. Why is the 9 of Wands to the 4 of Wands here for Virgo? Yeah, something's meant to be very successful. I feel like for some of you, things could have been prolonged. There could have been some type of stagnation, but now things are finally moving forward. Some of you are going public. You're making an announcement when it comes to this relationship. For some of you, something has to do with marriage. Why is the King of Swords here for Virgo? I have the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Now, for some of you, something also has to do with relocation. I feel like there's something you're unsure of. There's something you don't know about when it comes to making a decision here, Virgo. Somebody's not completely sold. Some of you could be looking at homes as well, and you're trying to decide which home you want to move into, or apartment, complex, the Devil, Capricorn energy. Now, for some of you, I feel like you may be operating out of fear with this Devil to the 7 of Cups, because it's like you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what to expect. You know, there's still some doubt there. Like, you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to end up in a situation where it's unhealthy and you end up in deep regrets because you chose to move things forward with this person. And something has to do with relocation. Why is the Devil to the Seven of Cups here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Devil to the Seven of Cups here for Virgo? What is the message? Why is this here? Messages for Virgo. What's the energy? Six of Pentacles. Somebody could be greedy. For some of you, you're either dealing with somebody that has bad intentions, or this is what you fear, that somebody only wants you for your status, for your money. They're not in your life to genuinely benefit you. They don't really care about you. Tell me more about the Two of Wands. And I'm hearing before you let them move in. So for some of you where this is the case, you need to pray about it. You need to use your intuition when it comes to this person. Give me an energy for the Two of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands here for Virgo? What's the message? I have the Queen of Wands. Tell me more. Something I have to do with the fire sign. Feminine, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Why is the Two of Wands here for Virgo? What's the energy? I have the Eight of Swords. Okay, Virgo. There's some type of like spiritual manipulation going on. Somebody's like trying to keep you, bind you to them, keep you in place so that you can't go anywhere. It's giving me the energy of you operating outside of yourself. Like, this is somebody that is using control tactics to get their way. Give me an energy for the Queen of Wands to the Eight of Swords. Why is this here for Virgo? So for some of you, something may be happening too fast because of this Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords energy. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups. Something can have to do with someone you have a child with, or that's the plan. Somebody wants to have a kid with you, Virgo, in order to keep you stuck with them, in order to trap you. Give me an energy for the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Eight of Swords here for Virgo? What is the message? I have the Page of Wands. So somebody's a liar. They're not honest. You can't trust this person. They don't tell the truth. Somebody is very manipulative. Why is the Hermit here for Virgo? What's the energy? Somebody has hidden intentions. Yeah. Five of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this person doesn't have anything to offer. And this isn't a situation where there's like genuine emotions. This person doesn't love you. They don't care about you. It'll be one-sided. You'll be the one mainly investing, Virgo. Now, for some of you, you chose this person, but you had another option. And I feel like you could be reflecting on, or Virgo, this could be somebody energetically tied to you, and they're reflecting on you and the fact that they missed out on the Ace of Cups opportunity. They missed out on like true, genuine love, affection to deal with whoever this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords energy is. Give me a message for the Five of Pentacles. Why is this here for Virgo? What's the message? The Three, yeah. So something deals with the third party. Something was just toxic. It was low vibrational. Like, these are people that just have fun. You know, it was just always a good time. It wasn't anything serious. It wasn't meant to be. Give me an energy for the Five of Pentacles. Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for Virgo? What is the message? I'm telling you, King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody gonna take you for everything you got, or that is the intention. In the reverse, somebody is going to take nearly everything. You're going to be in the Five of Pentacles. And for some of you, it has to do with lifestyle. Like, you and this person could just be doing too much, overspending, buying everything. splurging a little bit too much, partying too much. And when you look up, you're not going to have anything left. And for some of you, it's taking you a while to build this type of stability. Give me an energy for the Three of Cups to the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is this here? But it's not love. It's just a good time. Why is the Three of Cups to the King of Pentacles in the reverse here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Three of Cups to the King of Pentacles in the reverse here? I have the Lovers, like I said. Gemini energy, you had a choice, you know, to either live a more toned down life, have more stability, or just, you know, live the wild and carefree life. And for some of you, that's what you chose. The wild, carefree life, or that's what this person chose. Something could have to do with the Gemini. Why is the Ace of Cups in the reverse here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Ace of Cups in the reverse here for Virgo? What is the message? I have the Four of Cups. You rejected it. Like you pretty much, this person had to pour out their cup because you didn't want to receive it. You didn't want to receive what God, the divine, had for you in terms of love, a relationship. Something was meant to be very healing. I'm hearing holy matrimony. So something was going to lead to a full-blown commitment, marriage. Why is the Ace of Cups in the reverse here for Virgo? Yep, Ten of Cups. This was it. This was everything you were asking for. But it required a sacrifice. It really did. And you had to be ready, or this person had to be ready to settle down. But they were not. I'm hearing too traditional. Give me an energy for the Four of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups to the Ten of Cups here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Four of Cups to the Ten of Cups here for Virgo? What is the message? Page of Pentacles. Somebody had to be open to trying something new. So this is somebody that was already stuck in a very low vibrational lifestyle. That's what this person was used to. They did not want to give anything up. Again, this person would have had to surrender one thing for the other, and they weren't willing to do that. Somebody would have also needed to change their perspective when it comes to relationships, their values. Give me an energy for the Nine of Cups. Somebody could be very selfish. Why is the Nine of Cups here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Nine of Cups here for Virgo? What is the energy? Why is the Nine of Cups here? I have the King of Wands. Somebody wanted to remain single. Give me an energy for the Nine of Cups. The Ten of Wands in the reverse. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Strength in the Hierophant. It's giving me like somebody working against God. Like somebody working against like their own blessing. Just to have their way, to have what they think is best for them. Somebody could have Taurus highly aspected. Why, or Leo. Why is the Hierophant here? The Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So somebody was being offered like a new beginning, but it required work. It required work. Somebody didn't want to do the work. So first of all, this person didn't want to do the work on themselves in terms of their healing, but also like having a successful relationship is work. It's not easy. Both people have to be equally invested. This person didn't want to do neither, work on themselves or put in a lot of effort when it came to a partnership. Why is Strength here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is Strength here for Virgo? What is the message? Why is Strength here? What's the energy? The King of Cups. Somebody's so stubborn. Somebody can be very mean. They have a lot of pride and ego. I feel like this person means well, but they cannot suppress their ego. Somebody needs to be humble. Somebody also doesn't like to be told what to do. They like to do things their way. Somebody's very hard-headed. Why is the Ten of Wands in the reverse here for Virgo? What's the energy? Why is the Ten of Wands in the reverse here for Virgo? What is the message? Why is the Ten of Wands here? Five of Swords. Wow. So for some of you, whoever this person got attached to is a Five of Swords energy. This is somebody that did the most. Like, they did a lot. This person's very competitive. So they wanted to get their way. So they did a lot to obtain this person, to hold on to this person and make this person surrender the other connection or what was meant to be a relationship. Somebody wanted this person for themselves. And for some of you too, like, this person didn't care about like the other options. They just didn't want this masculine energy to go into a commitment, a full-blown commitment with anybody else. They still wanted to party, have a good time. Give me an energy for the Ten of Wands in the reverse. What's the energy? Why is the Ten of Wands in the reverse here for Virgo? What is the message? I have the Moon in the reverse and the Page of Cups. Somebody couldn't see that this person was fake. That's what this is. Somebody completely ignored their intuition. Somebody's very childish, extremely. I feel like, too, this person's now discovering how hateful the person they chose is. They're ready to surrender this other connection. Something can have to do with a Pisces or a Cancer. Give me one more energy for the Moon and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Why is this here? Eight of Cups. Yep, they want to walk away. Somebody does too much. Somebody is disingenuous, insensitive. It's all about them. Whoever they chose is more selfish than they are. They can't handle it. Somebody's getting their lick back. Why is walking away in the reverse? The Three of Wands. Somebody stayed, but what I'm hearing is somebody stayed too long. Like, it took this person too long to figure out they made the wrong decision. It took this person too long to figure out who it was that they actually partnered with. Give me an energy for the Magician in the Mirror. Why is this here for Virgo? Why is the Magician in the Mirror here for Virgo? What's the energy? I have the Five of Cups in the reverse. You know what? You don't have any regrets, Virgo, when you shouldn't. I feel like you're in this balanced energy. You're manifesting. Life is good where you are. It is. You don't regret anything. You didn't do anything wrong. The choice wasn't yours to make. It was this person's. Give me an energy for the Garden and the Gate. The number 8 definitely could be significant. Somebody could be seeing 888. Why is the Garden and the Gate here for Virgo? What's the message? Why is the Garden and the Gate here for Virgo? What is the energy? I have the World. Somebody needed to release their fears. I'm telling you, like, God showed this person what they could have. They were too fearful. Somebody was scared of the unknown. And instead of taking the leap, they held back and the cycle closed. That's it. The cycle is over. The opportunity is gone. So let's pull some final messages. Give me some final energy for Virgo. Something has to do with like belief. Somebody doesn't trust. Somebody doesn't know how to trust the process. Somebody lacks faith. Give me some final messages for Virgo. What's the energy? Give me some final messages for Virgo. Okay, courage. Heavy on the Leo energy. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, you do it. No, I meant keep going, do it. Don't worry, all will be well. I'm going to read that again. Divine courage is not the absence of fear, but a nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. you have to get quiet enough to hear it. Dear Divine, may I feel your courage and your will. So yeah, somebody, this person was being led, divinely led. You know, somebody needed to tap into their inner strength. Somebody needed to believe, to trust the process when it came to the situation. They just were not courageous enough to take action. Somebody got what they prayed for, but when it came time to invest, when it came time to act, they held back out of fear. They could have been questioning themselves, questioning their judgment, questioning the voice within, doubting their intuition, but God was always right there, pushing this person forward, but they kept moving back. God will push this person 10 steps and they'll go back 8 steps. Somebody just wasn't ready. That's what this is, Virgo. I also have, wow, make it God's. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. So this is somebody, again, they didn't want to give anything up, but what stands out to me is the money. Something is going on with this person's finances. Somebody could be like a show off. Somebody could be very greedy. Like I said, somebody's used to living a high life, and I feel like they allowed that to cloud their judgment. The material things to cloud their better judgment. What looks good on the surface to cloud their judgment. This is somebody that needed to go deeper. This is somebody that really needed to reflect. They needed to transform, and they just were not willing to do that. So I feel like God is now stripping this person of the things that they care about the most, you know, their money, their assets, the material possessions, so they can truly tap into their higher self and realize what's important in life. Value what's important. Relationships, time, peace. Bottom of the deck, I have travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the lead as they are shown. Again, it was just time for somebody to go through an upgrade, but they wanted to control the process. Somebody would not allow God to lead them. Again, surrendering. Somebody didn't want to surrender. Let's pull one more final energy. Give me one more final message for Virgo. What is the energy? Give me one more final message for Virgo. What is the energy? One more final message. For Virgo. All right, Virgo, I have appreciate all you have. Let go of how you think your life should be and celebrate all that it is. Needing nothing attracts everything. Like I said, somebody's being humbled. Somebody's being stripped of the things that they deem to be the most important. Somebody's being pushed to develop a new perspective on life, people, situations. I also have make an adjustment. Pay attention to how you start and end your days. Create a healthy routine that inspires and balances you. Somebody is adjusting, or they need to. Something has to do with lifestyle. Somebody has to change their lifestyle. What it is that they give their time, effort, and energy to. because it's not benefiting them. They see it. Somebody ended up with a 5 of Swords energy. They see it. They're living it. Bottom of the deck, I have, we are one. Look up at the moon. The same moonlight connects us all. In the end, we are more similar than we are different. We are in this together. I feel like this person could have judged you because you did stand out. There's something different about you. You're not this person's usual type. Somebody needed to open up more, needed to embrace change. Again, needed to embrace the unknown. And they just were not in the space to do that, Virgo. So this is your reading. Thank you so much for your continued support. I pray that you enjoy the rest of your day, your week, and stay true to thyself and real with thyself. Grow with me as I grow with you. Stay blessed.